Hey folks, Crazy Collaborator here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Iron Horse, and this is created by Konami in 1986. That looks like a Donkey Kong cabinet or a Versus cabinet. But at any rate, this was requested by YouTube user donpaisano, and it's an incredibly hard game. This reminds me of Jailbreak in terms of difficulty, which was also by Konami. This is just brutally hard. And the idea is kind of cool, but God, it's just so frustrating. The gist of the game is you're on a train, and you're trying to beat these outlaws. It's a little kind of cheesy little semi-Western music played on fairly poor music synthesizers or whatever. But yeah, here's the gist of the game. You're this guy trying to take out all these outlaws on this train in the Old West. It's kind of like a cross between Russian Attack and Western Express, if you remember that game. There are some cool weapons in this game that you can get, but they're very limited. And yeah, the way that you pick up weapons and use them is very reminiscent of Russian Attack. The weapons you can pick up are limited, but at the beginning of the game you can choose one of 3 weapons to start with, and those are unlimited. You can use either a pistol, a whip, which is recommended by me, or you can use really strong fists. And the fists can knock enemies over and into other enemies and that will also take them out. There will be money bags that you can pick up for 1,000 points. But we'll go ahead and get started. See, you just press the button and you'll stop. And that'll choose what weapon you want to use. Ignore when it says 100 or 200 or whatever. That means nothing. But yeah, the whip has very nice reach. I would recommend picking that up. Now, enemies will be moving on different planes. They will be moving about. If an enemy touches you or shoots you or throws a knife at you or whatever, you're dead automatically. So you'll want to move to the plane that they're on. On occasion, you'll be able to climb a ladder to a higher area. And again, you'll want to be on the same plane that they're at when you whip or shoot or punch them or use a weapon on them or whatever. Ignore those holes. You won't fall in or anything. You just have to go around them. When the enemy is making their way around a turn or something to get to you, and you just stay right at the corner and just keep whipping, they'll run into the whip and die. They can't sneak through and kill you. Those guys that are throwing those grenades... Ah, crap. That was the end of the level right there. Those guys that are throwing the grenades, there is a duck button. You have to press the duck button and attack. You can... There, I used my special attack. There'll be these guys that look different. They're short guys, and you can kill them to get the special weapons. And mine right now is a lantern, and that will make a wave of fire. See, those guys tried to come around those barrels to get me, but as long as you keep whipping or attacking whatever, you'll hit them. You can attack upwards and downwards, too. Keep that in mind. Those guys that throw those lariats, if those lariats touch you, you get wrapped up and you lose a life. Which is stupid, but whatever. But you have to kill enough bad guys at the end of that level. Now it says stage 1, 2. There are only 5 sub-stages to complete a stage. And then basically a stage is just 5 levels. And then you repeat all those levels again. So when you beat 5 levels and beat the game basically, then it'll say 2, 1 when you start again. And sometimes you have to watch out for those guys. See, I'm whipping downwards. You have to watch out for those guys that throw dynamite up at you from below, and there'll sometimes be cannons above shooting cannonballs at you down on you. Ah, crap. That's really unfair. That explosion took me out when I was just climbing. You get an extra life at 30,000. And I don't remember how much after that. I'm pretty sure you get one at 100,000 as well. Whipped a guy in midair. So yeah, those guys you have to duck and attack, the ones that are throwing those grenades. Or you can just throw a special weapon at them. There are more special weapons than just the lantern. There is also I think there's a special weapon that allows you to throw multiple lariats, and they'll take out every guy in front of you. And there's also a bomb. And there it is. And that'll take out a radius of enemies, or it'll explode and make a radius. Those enemies will, in the neighboring area, will die. Oops, crap, I didn't mean to use both of them real quick right there. Well, actually, you get 3, so I still have 1 left, but when you're facing a boss, it really helps to have as many of those special weapons as you can. Note that I'm flashing. That simply means that I still have special weapons left. Now, I'm not flashing anymore because I used them all up. Doesn't mean you're invincible. Ah, crap. Yeah, this game is just brutally hard. That guy there is the one that gives the weapons, that short one. But remember that lariat will wrap you up and kill you, which is of course really stupid. But you can duck under the shots of the enemies or the knives that some of them throw. Those red guys are the ones that throw knives. I believe I died here. They really need to give you more weapons per weapon pickup. See, I'm out now. Shit. Oh, that's Iron Horse. I'll put in my initials now. And I will show you the later levels in a bit. So you don't even get to continue. That's frickin' lame. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this game. It's like I said, it's hard like Jailbreak. So I decided to say screw it, put on invincibility. Cheat. But I wanted to show you the later parts of the levels. See, this is stage 3. And the only majorly different boss from the bosses in 1 and 2, it's just a collection of guys that can throw knives or shoot at you or launch grenades. The only different level is the last level, which would be stage 1-5 or stage 2-5, 3-5, whatever. That has a boss guy that takes multiple hits. But if you have a special weapon left, he's much easier. See, I don't like the gun. I'm using the gun. Its shots are very short. I like the whip better. The whip has better length. I will also show you the power fist, I'll call it. You don't actually have to kill all the guys. If you let some of them go off the screen, or the last ones go off the screen, that'll end the level 2. That final boss is just this big burly guy, and you fight him on top of a coal car. Yeah, this is like a blend of Russian Attack and Western Express. I like Western Express, that's a cool game. Of course, Russian Attack is a classic. But this game is just unfair hard. Now we have these eagles carrying these guys, or buzzards, or whatever they are, who drop bombs. And now we've got, at the end of this level, we've got a bunch of those guys shooting lariats at you. And again, it's really stupid. If the lariat hits you, you get tied up and you lose a life. That time meter, you don't have to keep pressing forward on this level. It won't automatically make you press forward. You can move backward, in fact, a good deal. There'll be a point where you just stop. You can't go backwards anymore. But if that time bar completely fills up with yellow, you lose a life, and it says time over. Yeah, see, those red guys are the ones that throw the knives. But yeah, you have a button to duck, and you can duck under shots. But if you let an enemy come up and touch you, you're dead. And remember, you can shoot upwards and downwards. Or whip upwards or downwards. Now here is the final boss. And it's really big. You can shoot him with a bunch of shots or punches or whatever. But the best way to take him down is with a special weapon. I'll just die already. There he goes. And at the end of a stage, you'll hop up there and bring the gal down to the horse. You don't save the other people. You know, even if you beat another stage, you know, make it through a 2-5. See, there's the super strong punch. You don't save the other people, though. It's kind of stupid. Keep saving just the gal. Maybe the other people are like, what about us? Well, that is Iron Horse by Konami in 1986, requested by YouTube user donpaisano. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Iron Horse by Konami in 1986. I'll catch you later with another video, and keep those requests coming. Have a good one, folks. Bye-bye.